Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
The second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And there's a foul ball.
7 o'clock.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. Here's Mookie Betts. And first offering is fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swings and misses. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. And that's way high. And a count 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Christian Yelich. First pitch misses. Just missed.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall, but foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight. Bottom of the first, and it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Makes the catch. 1 down.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Ken Griffey Jr., the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's smashed towards center. Edman snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Betts whips it to first. And that will end the inning. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez.
Arrieta back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Slings to first. 1 out in the second. Here's Kyle Tucker. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Off the plate, and 1-1. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Off the rocks and out of here. A home run. A towering shot to center. It's 2-0. 1 out, base is empty. Ted Simmons, the next to hit. Just missed. And another ball. Arrieta maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying.
Batting in, the third baseman, number 24.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the 2nd, and here is Cameron Meisner. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hit on the ground to short. Betts up with it. On to first. And quickly 1 away in the 2nd. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Leiter. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. In the air, left field, down the line. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs. Swanson digs in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that's in the dirt. Ball 1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here at Coors Field. Mookie digs in here. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Santander in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Betts aboard here at first with nobody out. That one misses, and the count is filled up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Base knock center field. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and
oh, that drilled him. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
That one fouled off. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. And a 1-1. And that clips the inside corner. Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Good eye right there.
2-2 count.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now at the plate, Ted Simmons. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Yelich snags it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Rafael Devers. Devers bats left, throws right. 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 so far. Now a screamer into the outfield. Takes a tumble and hangs on. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Griffey Jr.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2 is the count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Devers leads off first with one away. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. Now the catcher up to hit. Jason Varitek. That's to third. On to Jazz. That ends the inning. And we're back. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. And he grounds one to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Out there to center. Griffey on his horse. But it's just out of reach. Around second is McMahon. Junior gets it back in quickly. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Inside, just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Here's Mookie Betts now. 1 for 2.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Rips one to right. This one could be trouble. They're waving McMahon home. 1 run across. In there. He's safe.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Anthony Santander. Yelich makes the grab. 2 down. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's in there.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
And that's outside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The other way, base hit. Yelich flies around third. Now a long throw home, and he's in there as they score a pair on the play.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now Kyle Tucker. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back here in Denver, and now here is Mark McGwire. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him swinging. So up next, Cameron Meisner. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not as
Yelich at the plate now. That's ball 1. On the ground to Jazz. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's Lynchburg going up against Pittsburgh. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready to go now, and here is Ken Griffey Jr. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Splits the plate, and we're underway in Denver. Inside, just missed.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's Jose Ramirez. That clips the zone. That's strike one. Just missed. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. Ball 3. Good job to fight that one off. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Anthony Santander at the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one finds the forest. It's out of here. Anthony Santander knocks one out. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. And now it's Juan Soto. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill in this one, Johnny Cueto. What's the word on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat. He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Junior makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. So digging in, Anthony Santander. Just missed. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Bangs off the wall. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Santander leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Fouled off left side. Stays alive. Fly ball to right. Trout pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Manny Ramirez now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fouled off down the right side. And that's downstairs and outside. That one the other way. And base hit. Santander around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Foul ball there. And that misses. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Just off the inside corner, and that's ball 3. So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Ted Simmons will hit next. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Off the plate inside, 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And the inning is over. Back here at Coors Field. Now here is Chris Bryant. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Buehler, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck, way back there. Long gone. It finds the tree farm for a homer. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down to the order. Now that's smacked to right center. Tucker makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. That's a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's too high. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. He's safe, and that's a triple off the wall.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Infield comes in now. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Buehler turns, kicks, fires. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Cueto back to work. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Tommy Edman in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 strikes.
And downstairs.
2 strikes.
That one off the mark, and the count's full. In the air, center field. Griffey gets under it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. That clips the corner.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Next pitch misses. Now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Good eye in that spot. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Just missed. That one's in there, and it's 2-1 now. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the corner for a strike. Now 3-2.
We got full count.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So the inning is still alive with Juan Soto coming to the dish. Juan Soto now 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Santander off of first with 2 away. And now 2-0.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And that one is inside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one to first. They take the force out. That's the 3rd. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Betts. Late swing fouled off. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1. Hard hit left side. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Anthony Santander digs in now. Doubled his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One down, base is empty. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Trout going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now it's Christian Yelich. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And Yelly leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 3-2. So 2 down, digging in, Manny Ramirez. Foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Flared it out there and got it to drop for the base hit. I think he got it off the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing.
Fought off foul. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his third. And we're back. Here's Bryant now.
The first baseman, Chris Bryant.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Fastball for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Trout in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's off the inside corner. And 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now it's the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Misses off the plate. 1-0. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And that one hammered. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3. Now a chance for Ted Simmons. Base knock center field. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
In the air right side. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Tucker makes the grab for the second out. So the lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit. Just missed.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Two down, nobody on. That catches the top part of the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ground ball right side. Jazz tosses to first, and Ramirez is set down. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Bottom of the fourth, and here's the catcher, Ted Simmons.
The captain, Ted Simmons.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already.
And he's out on the tag. Ryan McMahon now at the plate.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Late swing, foul to the left.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
The wind to kick the pitch.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. Junior makes the catch. Out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Misses off the inside. Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Next pitch just misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ramirez brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here in Denver, we go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. So they turn things over to the righty, David Robertson.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out. Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. Soto, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. That one pushed to the left and foul. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That was pretty nasty. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's already homered here in this one. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Outside low, and the count is 1-2. Just off the inside edge. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Cueto back to work. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Mookie now. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Santander at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Just missed. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2. Back here at Coors Field. And now the right fielder, Mike Trout. And ball 1 to the right fielder. And that's in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges.
Outside,
not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering is downstairs. That's a slider for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jason Kipnis will hit next.
Now pitching, Andrew Miller.
Swings through that one. That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 2 outs, base is empty. Ted Simmons getting ready to hit. Tap foul at the plate. Headed towards the corner. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
With up to hit for the 3rd time. As he lays off inside, ball 1. Simmons on third with 2 out. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. And they add a couple more. It's 8-3. Back to the top of the lineup, Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one carrying. And it hits the fence. And that's a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Here comes Junior, and he scores. And it's 9-3.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Santander at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. 2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants. 0-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Struck him out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. That one ripped. Trout on his horse. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
So up next, Manny Ramirez. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Kopech, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Off the mark there. And a count 1-2.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Tucker, the next to hit, takes outside. Well struck, right field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Here's Bryant now. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Kenley Jansen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next pitch is outside.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Late on that fastball.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Ted Simmons. And a foul ball. And there's a foul ball.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Just missed.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that one hit to first. Bryant steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here comes Tommy Edman. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strikes him out with 100. We go to the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Inside, and that is ball 1. Jansen goes 6 feet 5 inches, 265 pounds, and he's a native of Curacao. That one finds the corner, and it's 2-1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. And first offering is fouled off. Jansen, a guy that features an absolute power slider, throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
Puts it away for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch inside. Now 1-2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Jansen fires. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Trey Turner.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
And that is out of play. This to third, and that chance handled. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's Mookie now. And a swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Anthony Santander, the next to hit. To third. Fair ball.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Well done. Drives in the run. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Ramirez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Denver, here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Jansen back to work.
Off the plate, ball
Fastball
one.
is outside. That one ripped, but foul. Misses outside, and it's 2-1. Ripped on a line. Edman makes the grab, and there's one down. So digging in, Jose Ramirez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And that's in for a strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker. And there's two away. Two down, bases empty. Next to hit, Anthony Santander. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. On the ground, right side, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Soto stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a chopper out to short. Betts whips it to first, and they get the out on Jones. Last chance for the home team. Leading off, Kyle Tucker. Drilled out towards left center field. Santander going back, and it's gone. Kyle Tucker sends it out. It's 9-5. Here's the catcher to hit, Ted Simmons. And that one fouled off. Swings through that one for strike two.
No ball, two strikes.
And the sweeper is off the plate. That one just misses. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. Around second now as they still don't have it. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
And ball one. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. And there's a ball. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 3. On the outside corner, got him looking. He's 2 outs away. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. One away with a runner at third. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, out to short. Over to Bryant. Out number 2, and another run comes in. Trey Turner now
Well, a run comes across the score right there, but defensively, when you have a lead like this late in the ball game, you're counting outs. Nice job of simply just trading a run for an out.
Swing and a slow roller. And that'll do it. 9-6 the final in this one.